In this lesson, we're gonna learn useState hook. useState hook is a hook from React. As I've said before, this is a React Native course. It's not a React.js course. So you need to learn React.js before you learn React Native. But you can start this course without learning React, because any line of code that I've write about React, I'm gonna explain it. And since we're gonna use useState, so I have to explain it here in this course. So now first let's clean up this code. We don't need this line too, and import from React. We're gonna import a hook called useState. useState is a hook from React, and I'm gonna show you how to use it. Let's press save. First, let's add a text here, and let's add init 20. Okay, we need to import the text here from React Native and press save. Let's add justify content to center to see the number here. This is the number 20. Let's increase the font size. Font size equals to, font size is gonna be 40, for example, or let's make it 100. Now that's the number. Okay, what if you want to increase or decrease this number? How to use this? For example, I want to create a button here to increase the number and another button to decrease the number. So let's add two buttons. Button with title increase, and another button and name it decrease. Let's put the increase before the text, like this. I want, when I press on increase, this number got increased, and when I press decrease, this number got decreased. How to make this? Our hook today is gonna help us to do this. First, you're gonna type useState, and inside it put your initial values. For example, this 20. So let's copy let's cut this 20 and put it here. useState hook is return an array. Okay, but we can destruct it. To get those array element, and those are state and set state. This state refers to this 20. So the state is equal to 20, this initial value. Okay, until it get updated using set state. Let me show you. If I just copy this state here and put it right here and press save, look, nothing got changed. If I make this 10 and press save, now the number become 10. Why? Because this state until now refer to this initial state, refer to the 10. And when you want to change this state, you're gonna use this set state. For example, let's create a function to increase this value, to increase this state of 10. Okay, so let's create a function, const increase value equals to a JavaScript function, and we're gonna return set state. Set state is gonna take prev state and return prev state plus 1. Okay, and let's press save. Now when we call this function, our state is gonna be increased by 1. So let's go to this button and add this property onPress and pass in onPress increase value and press save. Now let's try our function increase value. Look, when we press increase, our number got increased. What happens here? Our state is now 16, not 10, it's 16, because we updated it using set state function. Okay, from this code, can you create a function that will decrease the number by 1? If you can make it, pause the video and do it. Now let's try a function to decrease the state. Let's type const decrease value equals to a JavaScript function, and we're gonna set state equals to prev state, return prev state -1. It's the same function as the top here, but we're gonna just decrease by 1, not increase. Then let's add the onPress property to this button. This onPress property, we use it to do something when we press on this button. Okay, so just we're gonna fire this function decrease value. So now when we press on this button, we got decreased by 1, and when we press increase, we're gonna fire this function that's responsible to add the number by 1. So that was useState hook. It's a React hook, but it's very useful, and there is no React app without this hook, because it's very useful to update the local state of the component. And this is a very important hook. And this hook is not for only numbers. You can pass here strings. You can pass here, for example, Boolean. You can put any state that you want and update this state using set state. Okay, if you think this hook is a little bit difficult, don't worry. In next lesson, we're gonna talk about React Native modal, and we're gonna use this hook a lot in this course. So if you don't understand it until now, don't worry. We're gonna talk about it more and more and more, because it's a useful hook and we're gonna use it a lot in this course.